Hi guys. Today I want to talk a little bit about how the Lord prunes us, like in John 15, where he prunes the branches that don't bear fruit. I've been thinking about it because I have in my backyard a fence full of climbing roses that were not always on that fence. When we moved into our house, the fence was just kind of out in the middle of the yard and seemed to have no purpose. And the person we bought the house from told us the lady they bought the house from had put the fence there for her climbing roses, but that now they were sort of all over the yard. And that's what happened to the roses left to their own design. They stopped growing the way that they could actually flourish and bloom. And so they would grow a little bit in the ground, and then they would die off every year, and they would never really bloom that much because they're not meant for the ground. So when I started doing yard work, every year I would find a few sprouts of climbing roses, and I would dig them up and put them back by the fence. And 6 years after living here now, the fence is absolutely full of climbing roses and beautiful whenever they're blooming. And I've been thinking about how we are like those climbing roses. Left to our own devices, we will not grow in the way that is actually beneficial to us or other people, so that we can fulfill our potential and bloom and flourish like the Lord wants us to. But to get back to that place, we have to allow the Lord to uproot us, to dig us up from the places that we've thought were where we wanted to grow, and plant us back by the fence where he directs our growth and weaves us into that fence so that we can grow up and up, and the flowers can grow, and then whenever we get too big and are not going to be as fruitful because the plant needs to be pruned, he's going to cut some of the branches off. And all of this sounds really painful if you were a rose bush and you were given the option of, let me dig you up. I know you decided that you wanted to grow here, left to your own devices, but I'm going to dig you up. I'm going to put you over here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you how to grow. And I'm going to cut off your branches whenever they are no longer benefiting you and benefiting others. That rosebush might very well say no if it were given the option. And we can say no. But if I look at those roses, I know that without me having guided them and moved them and continuing to tend them, that they would not be flourishing. They would go back to growing on the ground and dying every year and not providing the thing that they are meant to provide to the world. And so just think about how it took 6 years for all of those roses to really actually fill the fence and become this magnificent thing. At first they were just little tendrils and very few flowers, and the fence seemed really bare. And it took years for the potential to be fulfilled. But never doubt that the Lord knows what he's doing when he digs you up and puts you somewhere else and threads you in ways that make you feel like you have no control, and maybe it's not what you would have chosen, but he knows what he's doing. He's put you there so that you can flower and so that you can provide what you were put here on this earth to provide to other people. So trust him, trust the gardener. Y'all have a great day.